How do you defend powerful smashes? And not just get them back, but play good shots from them?
Well, in this video, we're going to share the 6 steps you need to learn to master your doubles defence. And these steps are relevant for all levels of badminton players. Hopefully, you'll learn a lot. So let's get straight into it. Step 1 is your body positioning, where your feet should be just wider than shoulder width apart with your legs bent. You also need to make sure you stay relaxed, especially in the upper half of your body. And this helps with your racket speed and timing.
And yes, we know, we've all had someone come up to us and say, just relax. And we're thinking, not good advice, but this is actually extremely important in defence. Often, in the high pressure situation of a match, you'll tense up, especially if you know your opponent has a powerful smash.
That's your body positioning, but where should your body actually be on the court?
Well, to keep it as simple as possible, if you've hit a straight lift, then you should cover the straight tramline. And if you've hit a cross-court lift, then you should move over to around this position here. After doing a lot of coaching events over the last few months, not moving depending on where you or your partner has lifted to was a very common mistake.
This is important because if you've played a good cross-court lift, the longest distance for the shuttle to travel is cross-court. So, as you can see, you have more time to react. And if your opponent does play a cross-court smash from here, it's quite a risky shot from them, as you can then easily play it straight down the tramline into space.
So that's your body positioning. But what about your racket positioning? Well, getting this right can be the difference between you being able to defend a powerful smash or this happening to you constantly. So let's move on to step 2.
To start, you should be in a backhand grip with your thumb on the widest part of the grip here. For those of you that have been subscribed for a while, you'll know that we love to show the backhand grip by using a frying pan. And this is an easy way to practice the backhand grip from home.
You should also hold your racket a little higher up the grip. This is so you have a shorter lever, which helps to increase your control. It would be pretty hard to hit a controlled shot if your racket was 4 meters long.
And your racket should be anywhere between this angle and this angle here, with your elbow out in front of you. If you're stood with your racket outstretched, you'll waste so much time and make it so much harder to get those powerful smashes back.
Now you might be thinking, should I use a backhand grip for all of my defensive shots? Well, for most of them, yes. We'd recommend using a backhand grip for shots from around here all the way to here, where you then change to a bevel grip. A bevel grip is better than a forehand grip because it's faster to change to from a backhand, but you can still play effective shots.
Okay, that's the preparation done. Let's move on to the next steps, which are all about hitting the shot and hitting a good one, which you can only really do by mastering this next step, having a short swing.
Yeah, having a short swing is something that the best defenders do very well. But why is this important? What actually is it? And how do you do it?
Well, firstly, it helps with your timing. The bigger your backswing, the less you're in control of your racket. It also helps you have a faster recovery so that you can be in a better ready position for your next shot.
So what actually is a short swing? Well, we'd say from your starting position, it would be where your racket comes back to around here and then follows through to around here. For comparison, a big swing would look like this.
So a short swing sounds great, but a lot of you might be thinking, can I still generate power with a short swing? Well, yes. When you're facing a powerful smash, you can use the speed already on the shuttle to generate the power. It's a bit like throwing a ball against a wall. If you throw it really hard, the force from the throw means that it'll come back hard. Whereas if you throw it softly, it won't come back very hard at all.
The most important thing with the short swing is that you go forwards with your elbow and then use your forearm, fingers and thumb, rather than using your entire arm. What's going to help you create more power is staying really relaxed in your grip and then squeezing your thumb and index finger as you strike the shuttle. Your other 3 fingers are the support crew, and they're there for an additional supply of power and control.
You can practice perfecting your short swing in many different ways. One way we love is wall hitting, as you only need yourself, a shuttle and a wall. Another way to practice a short swing is to get someone to throw the shuttle in off the side of the court. You can start slow and then build up the speed, and this practice really forces you to have a short swing.
Now, if after learning this, you're still struggling to defend a powerful smash, it might be because you're moving backwards too much. This is the 4th step, and listen closely as there are actually 3 different ways that you might be moving back too much.
Firstly, you obviously don't want to defend a powerful smash from the service line because you'll give yourself a lot less time to react to the shuttle and you'll therefore be less likely to get it back. But what a lot of people do instead is move right to the back of the court to give themselves more time to react. And whilst this might help you get the smash back, as long as it's not a steep smash landing in front of you, it will mean that you can't play a good shot, as you'll be virtually hitting it from the floor. And it will also mean that your opponents have more time to react to whatever shot you play.
Secondly, you shouldn't still be moving back as your opponent hits their smash. This makes it really hard to play a good shot, as all of your momentum is going backwards. Instead, you should stop moving backwards just before your opponent strikes a shuttle.
This does take practice though. So one practice you can do is hit to a partner, they drop it, you play a short lift and then move back, but stop and get into your ideal defensive position just as they're about to play their smash. To stop you moving back too much, you can have an imaginary line on the court. If that doesn't work, then you can use a bench, which our old coach used to use with us. And a surefire way to stop you moving back too much would be to use a fire. That would really make sure you don't get burnt in defence.
Our third mistake, and a common one, is leaning back as you strike the shuttle. As you can see here, leaning back means you're more likely to mistime your shots. You need to make sure your body weight is going forwards as you strike the shuttle, and this will help both your power and control.
It will also mean you'll be quicker moving forwards after your shot, helping you go from defence to attack. Okay, so now what happens if you've improved your technique, but you're still struggling to get the smash back? Well, here you might need to improve your previous shot, and this is our fifth step.
Yeah, if you're always lifting short or to the middle, it will still be virtually impossible to defend against a powerful smash. So not only should you make sure your lifts are going right to the back into either corner of the court, you can also make sure you don't lift to the same place twice in a row. And you can even try to add some deception into your lifts. Both of these can make your opponent go from being on balance when hitting their smash to taking it slightly later. This will take away a lot of their power and also angle of their smash.
Yeah, and if you make them take it a little later, you'll also know that their smash can't come down by your ankles. And instead, you can prepare with your racket a lot higher to be able to play more effective defensive shots.
You can practice your lifts by getting someone to drop it to you, and you try to lift with different heights, both straight and cross. You can also make it fun by having a competition with your partner of how many you can get into a box or land on a target. But perhaps more importantly, our advice would be to simply not lift when you don't need to. This is a mistake that so many doubles players make.
Yeah, if you're playing someone with a big smash, or maybe you're playing with fast shuttles, so every smash is fast, then you should only really lift when you absolutely have to. One way to practice this is by playing games where no one is allowed to lift. And this is something we do in our training on a regular basis.
Now there are of course times where you'll need to lift in a match, and our sixth step is to then play the right shots from this powerful smash, as this is where a lot of people go wrong.
Two shots that are really hard to play are a soft block or a relift. Even at the professional level, these are high skill and high risk shots, so we generally try to avoid them. And instead, we'd recommend playing shots that are easier to play, like deeper blocks or drives.
To make sure you play these shots well, you need to have the correct body and racket positioning, have a short swing, don't move backwards, and ideally have hit a good lift beforehand. The more you practice these, you'll find that the powerful smashes become less powerful. So we'll link a video of 4 great practices you can do in the description below or up here somewhere.
Now, one final tip is to try and play cross-court away from your opponents. And to learn how to do this, you can watch our video on that next. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like below, smash the subscribe button for more badminton insight, and we'll see you on another video very soon.